So stay with me for the next 1 hour. You can be part of the program by way you go send a text message to the number 077 981 981, and say you can go on our Radio Democracy Facebook page and drop your comments there. The program now midday show, and we take the first issue inside the program. For the first time, well, body workman in a salon don't do operation purpose we get the corona sick because of other sick way in get, and according to the health education program manager, now the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, Aaron Thomas say this patient they respond to treatment now after the operation. In begin for give update for the corona sick of May 20 this year inside this interview with Wani Gauja.
We get 570 cumulative confirmed positive cases. The total number of deaths so far now 34. And we also get the active new cases when at 36 for today.
So almost people add per the number of die cases them where we get.
Just for today, now one person I add to the die. That person there now 46-year-old when a man, he died at 34 treatment center, but actually in a corner to go where they put an isolation, and when they find out say it's positive, then transfer and go at 34. Now they will go lost that particular case.
So the number of cases them where we get today, how una go about it? Is it an quarantine homes them una able for pick them cases then they, or now una community testing way una?
For the results today, you know, we've been test 196 people in, and now 36 are positive. But that 36 day, Western area get 32, Falaba get 1.
Quarantine homes them or
Kainau get 2 and Bombali get 1. Most of them na quarantine host them in the, and they be linked with cases them, previous cases them, and some of them in the quarantine. You know, after every 14 days we in a quarantine and they test you. If you're negative, then you go to your host, or then go left you, and if you're positive, then you go, you know, go na a treatment facility.
Okay,
but still surveillance and they investigate, you know, some of them cases. And
so then 3 days here we see the cases them just they go up. One go on for know if una dey in control of the situation or why the increase in cases.
When you look at the cases and you look at the population and you see how the cases and they go up, you know, then can count on something and go up. You know, compared even with other countries, them we far advanced even in health care system than Sierra Leone. You see, say if we look at them statistically, Sierra Leone not that they increase like how people in the same. And when we they pull in case and that means to say with surveillance system is sharp. We call them, you know, in surveillance terms sensitive. So any case we they able to pull that case out.
Okay, so the patient where them be operate on we get positive case of coronavirus, how will they do now?
The patients where they operate on the positive, you know, coronavirus actually we get what we can call comorbidities then. You know, that means to say you can get, you know, any normal thing. You can get hernia, you get corona. You can get appendicitis, or you can get other sickness. So much as they look for that particular emergency, they get also, then they also treat them back for corona, or then they manage them well for corona. And the important thing now that makes, if they test positive, the one way then they deal with them, then cautious say they get an infectious disease in a corona, and then go able for manager. Now that makes
So
we
now
get the case management.
Whose kind of operation we undergo?
Well, at this stage I'm not able to tell you, give you details for that, but at this I will get for say whatever condition the person gets, as long as he don't do the case management they earn, then we'll do all what they can able for do for save the life of that person there.
So most times then can say even from international bodies them where somebody gets operating case they not for operate on and say it well from the coronavirus, but we don't see the nurses them or the doctors they will do the operations take up on themselves for do that operation they for save that person day in life. What you go say about they well body work Maya?
Well, na that day na the reason why the few days ago we been celebrate all health workers, and we dey talk say people dem for celebrate the health workers there na Salone and the health workers dem all over the world, because na people dem wey dem dey risk their life for the good of other people dem. If dem dey take all dem risk dem dey, meaning say the wetin dem dey do not for themselves but na the good of we all. And some of the health workers them, even in the line of them duty, some of them themselves can, succumb to certain illnesses or even death. We for no say waiting and they do so. Now big sacrifice. However, them pay them, they're not go able for pay them enough for the services and the risk where they do.
So then we actually protect themselves very well when they undergo that specific operation day for that COVID patient.
Then anybody wey dey work right now, whether you dey work na COVID place or you dey work na normal health facility, we get wetin we call universal precaution. That one day you get for take am, and let alone if na case wey una know say get COVID, then dey take maximum protection, because much as dem dey protect the patient, dem themselves dey protect themselves too.
So na till una get for the continue with if somebody tests positive of COVID and get case where then go get for do operation panam, una go continue with that for let the healthcare workers them go they do operation for the person even though where the person get positive case of COVID.
Na on a case by case basis. You no go ever determine wetin go happen until when you get that case dey, then dem go use wetin we call sound judgement for make dem go able for make a decision.
Harold Thomas, the Health Education Program Manager at the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, been dey talk to Waniga Oja inside that interview there. Also, I been dey talk about the first coronavirus patient wey doctor dem don do operation pa because of other sick wey im get. The program wey dey lis ten to na midday show wey dey come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You sef get the opportunity for be part of the program. The number na 077 981 981, and sef you can go on our Radio Democracy Facebook page and drop your comments then there. Well, inside the program I want to welcome Mohammed A. Kamara, wey na the CEO and co-founder for Light Salon Innovation. Good afternoon, Mohammed, and welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, and thank you for hosting.
And Mohammed, they for can talk about the hand washing system where the organization don't make. So good afternoon again, Mohammed.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So before we can talk about this hand washing system we una don't make, wetin this one organization don't they do over the past years them?
Okay, thank you very much. Light Salon Innovation now a household name already now Freetown and Salon at large. Over the years, we don't develop different innovative systems that will solve social problems in society. We don't do the daily antenna we everybody know of right now in the communities. We only do a lot of lighting communities with systems that will be for ourselves. We don't power more than 100 communities with like systems that will be locally. We don't do windmill, solar installations, and a lot of other systems that we like could source them out locally within Sierra Leone. We are one of the best innovation company in a salon. If we talk about young people that come together and solve social problems, we then be very innovative and represent salon in many occasions across the globe. So based on that, we don't already get a brand we don't maintain. We like they know we for be innovators, they know we for be change makers, they know we for be people there of great intelligence for solve social problems in society.
So an organization, how now they bring their innovator they are together? Somebody go kind of say are able for make this one bring and come and in can help una for do.
We are the team, we are innovators then.
Okay.
The co-founder Mustafa Lole, na somebody we don't need to innovate for a very long time. He don't mentor a lot of people. He mentor Kelvin Do, he mentor many other people then. So myself now innovator. Right now I doing masters in energy studies. We like I get huge experience in the space of innovation and energy where like a new company focus on. So we get huge experience of young people way not to no more for come with the idea. We already are innovators. We know say this idea we bring to the table could make a difference in the lives of many people, not to for just build a prototype or keep an lab or just use the prototype, go out in the community, people use them and benefit from it.
Meaning how then they come for can join this organization?
So they come with them prototype, we develop them.
Waiting a prototype.
Well, first of all, we want to build any innovation, anything, if we build a prototype like a sample, something we go show say this they work. We build a kind of lab, we can able for developer into a business, and at the end of the day, we will take it through the processes where you want to make it launch and as a successful product in the market people can use. Because we already launched some product in the market, people they use right now. We like people them proud so much of we work because instead of them go buy things from abroad, now they can just go across and just use the product there.
Waiting at them product. Whose kind of product they are so I don't make?
Yes, we don't lighten up communities from system. It will be like windmill. We don't do windmills installation. We don't do solar installations. We don't do charging stations. We don't do plastic for recycled plastic to energy. We don't do recently. We don't do lily antenna. Lily antenna they catch all the 8 channels in a salon. We work any side. All you need for do is just use buy a lily antenna and connect them to the television and scan. And all to use for bill and look at things, we just go to scrapyard, use coil, use empty can drinks and things that we see them. It's very, very attractive and very good.
You go get somebody we know something about innovation business, but say in like for do innovation and want be an innovator. Then kind people they don't get space for them now na come in for train them for be an innovator.
Exactly. We get a huge database of young people and young change makers across societies. Where they are people not only young innovators, now people who are just passionate about solving problems because they get a drive and vision and passion for follow that drive. We get in our space, teach them, get them in our team, get them across with we and get them along. And after 2-3 weeks, you'll see them back become change makers. You see them by they develop, they bring up amazing ideas we will solve problems. You will say, you can not be nothing now. You will build charging station. You will install solar, maintenance solar installation. Now you will do windmill, every design systems, a lot of other things. So you can come, you know, be nothing. With few time we will spend with we, yourself you will learn a lot and share.
When you talk about science, most of the time, women they're not willing for good day. And this innovation business, we're not see plenty women them. So when I come in, when I get women innovators them.
Yes, 60% of the population are the team now women there. So we get more ladies than men. So we already like you don't create this gap from the start of a company in a way that we want to make sure they go get women in the front for big change makers, people who believe change and make a difference in society. So we get them already in our team and then they lead the change. We already for observe and guide them through the process.
So we see una recent innovation we una do now, so una create an hand washing system. So waiting behold you now for create this system.
Yeah, so right now the whole world they go through very difficult time when the COVID-19 incident really caused a lot of havoc. As an innovation company, we like over the years we don't maintain that we pride as the best innovation company in the country. We only develop systems there. So think about this is COVID-19. Everybody they suffer. We don't lost millions of people across the world. What's a we able to make for contribute towards the fight? We bring about the initiative of bringing up a hand washing system. We no touch, no contact, no touch. So we get 2 versions of that one. We get the stand-alone systems where in you just get your hand sanitizer, wash your hand with hand sample. You go to the soap area, we get the water area. We not all now no touch.
So that stand-alone system, how when they operate?
Yeah, they are like stand-alone systems. You know, of course, you get people already where they do hand washing system. We not no touch, no contact, but they're very expensive.
Okay.
We own it's cheapest. It's affordable. Any person can afford them. And with system, then I think that way different from any other design people they don't do. You know, and we get also a sensor version where you don't need no touch. You only go put your hand on that, just see water come on, soap come on, wash here. No touch, no contact. Now sensor now you hand just to put on that, you see water come on, you wash your hand, soap come on, you wash your hand sanitizer come on, you wash your hand. No contact. We also get the stand-alone systems like schools. The way school they come up in, so instead of getting a bunch of people in a classroom, but they go for the wash, it's difficult for make the all get together and sanitizer. Why they need get to one place? We all man can just press the knob. We need to touch out your hand, just a mask, hand sanitizer come on, you wash, you rinse your hand and go shuffle. So all these are innovations we believe so, not so even for just the COVID-19 fight, but even after the COVID-19, where schools they get for open, where communities they get for day together. Let's say for instance, in a compound where they can have 3-4 in a room, on a one hand sanitizer not for use. If somebody get the COVID-19 coronavirus, they transfer. But for your own system now, you need to touch. You just go use it for the press hand sanitizer. Come on,
so you make mention of the schools, the most school for carry open. This one then in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, like for example, for letting go able for come and help on ahead and see they able purchase more of them here for them schools them, yeah.
Yeah, so we did try for write a letter to the recent Minister of Basic and Higher Education, when I'm your mentor, Dr. Sengen, about how they can adopt these systems into schools, how they can use the hand washing systems into school, not to just having a normal hand washing system, but a foot operated system where like no contact within parties or within different people. Sali can you touch it, no, this person can no. Automatic water come on, automatic soap come on, automatic hand sanitizer come on, you're good to go. So these are systems we already developed, and we try to get more partners on board, and let's see how we can get more sponsors and people really ready for work with we make we take this thing to a higher height.
For somebody who go dey listen, one waiting at the thing they wanna use to for make this system we they talk about.
So first of all, we talk about the automatic hand washing system. We not involve no action for the user. All you need is just put the hand under. You see soap come on. You rinse your hand for 20 seconds. You go under the water. You wash and no contact. So there we just get a sensor system. We get few metal system. We get for involve welding, and most of the things then are from scrapyard. We get them. We make systems very cheap and affordable. You know, systems are very affordable. Any other person can get them. So with this option of hand washing system, we believe we can make a difference not just in the lives of we, but the lives of ordinary Sierra Leoneans. So the materials then are just from scrap and recycled, and they are well decorated, they are well packaged in a way that way somebody says, so why not alone make this thing? Just because we think out of the box and bring a solution to life. We feel okay, we save people and help save and reduce the contact among we.
We continue for the with me inside the program. If you just join with the program, now we made the show they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. In a Mohamed A. Kamara, in the CEO and co-founder for Light Salon Innovation, we can talk about one hand washing system where the organization don't do for help governments for fight the coronavirus within now the country. The program now made the show and we take another issues inside the program. As the fight against the coronavirus sick don't continue, different people and organization them don't they complement the effort. Don't they complement the efforts of governments for tap the sick, not for scatter all over the country. And at this make Freetown Junior Dinner Club don't go get send them to the Emergency Operations Center and serve the King George Memorial Home. Beside the president for the Freetown Junior Dinner Club, Justice Nicholas Brown Mark say the reason for this donation now for support less privileged people particular people within a quarantine home. We report at Cherno Jalo gets more and go now report.
Voice of old people at the King George Memorial Home, they sing their welcome song, just like any other time where they can get visit to them at the home. This come after the Freetown Junior Dinner Club. They go give some food items them to the home and serve the Emergency Operations Center as well for complement the government in effort for effort against the COVID-19 sick within the country. Justice Nicholas Brown Mark, now the president for the Freetown Junior Dinner Club, and talk more about the reason why make them been decided for giving items them here to them two institutions they are.
We decided about 2 weeks ago, say we only leave it for help them people them within quarantine during this COVID crisis. So now we all put money together and say they will buy things them. We will go to the EOC when then they in charge of them quarantine homes. But at the same time, we say let not forget them and then like them people where they the King George the 6th Memorial Home, where themselves they in need at all times. So now I make this morning here, so we don't go at King Tom, inside the EOC head office there now. We don't make a donation there, a big donation. Then we bring come things again now, so that the management of the Society for the Aged themselves we go help them for do the good work wey dem dey do. Because then they look after people them, we then self not get people who go look after them. We carry oil go there, we carry rest, we carry water.
And continue for call on people for ensure say they take all the preventive measures them well body will command them. Don't advise people for abide to.
We emergency day like this, if it for there, we put we hand together and say let we do something. We not do charity so, but when I become president 2 years ago, when you think about this year so nothing, you find for law to go eat and drink once a month. But you find for law to remember other people then, less privileged. My message to all Sierra Leoneans is that this pandemic here so can affect anybody and everybody. So now we all try for listen to what in the EOC they say. We keep to the guidelines then, we wash our hands, we keep a distance, and we wear face mask at all times.
We been receive the items here on behalf of the Emergency Operations Center. The Chief of Staff for the COVID-19 response, Solomon Coker, say this donation will come in the right time.
Obviously, down the line, the private sector has been very supportive, and this is another indicator that ordinary people, all our members of the public, can work hand in hand with government to ensure that we deliver, especially during crisis. I see that the items donated are all food items, and then water, of course. They come in very handy because we're handling quarantines, we are managing quarantines. Every now and then we're supplying dry ration or wet ration, as the case may be. So this comes in handy, like I said, because we cannot keep people in quarantine without taking care of them. So feeding is a core requirement. So the Freetown Junior Dinner Club, we want to express thanks once again and to use your example as to illustrate to others that they can make an input as well in a similar fashion to support the COVID-19 response on behalf of government.
After this donation at the home, all people at the King George Memorial 6th home been tell thank you to the Freetown Junior Dinner Club for this donation and we promise they will use them items here for the right purpose, for the Society for Radio Democracy. Me, Nachong Nojalo, the report.
We're plenty thank you to Cherry Nojalo for input that report later we Usai Freetown Junior Dinner Club don't go give support to the Emergency Operations Center and save the King George Memorial Home for help governments by the fight against the coronavirus within now the country. The program we they listen to on a midday show where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program I still get Mohamed A. Kamara, when I the CEO and co-founder for Light Salon Innovation. Mohamed, now we talk about this hand washing system owner don't make. We don't see plenty hand washing system there in the country. As you've been saying, most of them they give very expensive for people. So this one I own. Now free one they make them, if not so free, how affordable it be for the layman out there for able for purchase them and safe begin use them.
Yeah, thank you very much. We find out we have few companies where they do hand washing system, but now foot operated system. We have only few players of the foot operated system. We now we get Phoenix, we get Milan and few others where they own a very different, a very expensive compared to any other versions of hand washing systems. We own very affordable. We own any other possible afford, and we know they say we pay all the money now. We pay small because we understand the economic situation right now in the country. We can allow people then for pay at least 50% of the cost now, and after they use them for some time, pay the balance 50 back. So we all we people already we did do the launching of the hand washing system like Phoenix and other guys. You pay upfront, you pay one thing, and it's expensive. So and you compare to the current situation right now in the country, people don't even get jobs, people don't get money. There's no way they can survive without option there. So you can still get the sensor operated hand washing system or foot operated hand washing system at a cheaper rate anywhere across.
So you say this thing cheap now almost in the sell them the different prices
yes,
them.
yes. So we get a version with 400,000 units. We get a very big bucket. Get soap chamber operated system. We get foot operated water operated system and soap operated system. The package also come along with packages of soap, water, hand sanitizer, buckets and stools. So now whole full package we are in the version of foot operated systems now we are the cheapest. So there are normal hand washing system we are down with use the hand in very cheap. But just with categories of hand washing system, we have a foot and a sensor operating systems. We are the cheapest in our category, and now we are the most affordable version.
So how sales don't Alex since you don't begin make this there?
Yes, sales to go with the get more sales, we get organizations where they buy and donate to community, because find out say not all everybody and the community able afford this one. So organizations they come to we buy and donate. So with that we feel like now one of the best options, and communities that can come together and buy one or two of the units then. It's better you get a version with very durable and is safer than you get a normal hand wash system we can just open using the hand and open a locker. Any other person can touch it. And let's say the virus will take some time na the material before it die. So if somebody else can't touch that bucket, they say for most get the virus. But we all now just food to the use. Water come on, wash and soap come and wash and the sensor version way now like you get no touch, no contact.
When they work in line with the director of the Directorate of Innovation, because as you say, on a company made of young people them, they come together and work. So now they work in line with them because this is an innovation business and for young people them.
Exactly. So we get a partnership discussion with Dr. Senge about getting Light Salone and DSTI for the working hand in hand, especially how to move along with the projecting and how to move a project with in line with the government of the day vision. So we work with them, and now something we not to like now, we have been doing it before. So just part the busy schedule of Prophet and Dr. Senge is by it is spare time the response, so we problems them and we comment them and always respond to requests most times. So because of that we trust in leadership and we trust for continued collaboration with the STI.
So in doing all this innovation, so it's not one of the challenges more they face, because innovation as salon, you know, it's in costing really not easy. So it's not some of the challenges one in face.
It's normal. All entrepreneurship in Sierra Leone, you have to go through hell before you be successful. Just like the same way how we get the challenge in Sierra Leone, and the same challenge other African young innovators across the continent they get. You get to be very active and try to push your vision beyond limit and not give up on nothing. We don't face a lot of challenges and discriminations and stuff. Imagine we starting with just scrapyard, going to those bin and converting waste into energy and powering up to more than 100 communities from system we build for ourselves. It's very challenging. They'll get sponsors, they'll get people that will say where they put $10,000, $20,000 into innovation, because within the Sierra Leone ecosystem, very challenging to make people that will believe in innovation and for invest. But we don't prove people that beyond reasonable doubt say we innovations that are one of its kind. Like we launching products successfully in the country make we one of the outstanding ones. So funding is a challenge, but the policies are a bit flexible for us. I don't say policies then because they get 30% already local content and policy way to with the rights for get 30% representation in with different businesses. So now we get the right for make a business into supermarkets, into shops, because we get 30% quota in a local content things there for the day.
And this is also the first innovation when I don't do. The previous one when I don't do plus this. People don't they accept on innovation, they know I don't they do by the past years them.
Exactly. Right now we get past 1,000 customers across the world, which makes us one of the youngest team of young people. We successfully launch a prototype. From a prototype to a product, and people let me successfully use the product and give positive feedbacks again. So all even the little type people will use right now, any person we ask, they say, man, this is amazing. And we own version will compare with no other design which somebody can provide, because all the systems are locally sourced and we mold them in a way that when you see them, you will be surprised, because we're using innovation. We think outside the box for bring their innovations to life.
Okay, continue for the with me. Ina Mohammed A. Kamara, the CEO and co-founder for Light Salone Innovation. We can talk about the organization, the work and safe, the hand washing system where they don't make for help governments for fight the coronavirus fight within the country. The program where they listen to and made the show where they come to a live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And me they bring come this edition of the program come to you. Me name na Kabia. We dey continue with the program. This being time, different violence activity them don't happen at some parts na the country, like wetin happen at Tombo, Lonsai, the Male Correctional Center na Freetown and other area them na the country. plenty for them violence activity there. Yeah. Now young people them can team up before. So for help young people and nobody bad seeing them. We go happen to them if they're involved in kind violence. Yeah. Make the center for the coordination of youth activists. Don't begin engage young people them na tumbo and other area them inside one non-violence campaign. We don't begin for do for help young people them for pull and pa violence business. Abigail Stevens, now the executive director for Center for the Coordination of Young Activists, in talk more to Alex Lawrence Kuroma inside this interview, but then campaign when they don't start.
Yes, the reason why as an organization, CCYA, we embark on non-violence campaign because of the spate of violence where we don't see now we country where young people them then they perpetrate now different communities them we're not really good for we as a country. Even as we did in the fight against this COVID-19. So as an organization, what we do, first of all, we pull a press statement wherein we condemn the act by the young people there so we then perpetrate na then different communities there so na Tombo, Wellington and Lonsar and other places them na the country. Of course, we not condone any form of lawlessness and violence in any shape or form. So therefore, we call on company young man and young woman them for make them desist from any act of lawlessness or violence as we affect this sickness here so now we country. And also because of these incidences them we don't see now that make we decide for go na then communities then they at least for go talk to we company young man and young woman them we then na then communities then they for tell them if any issue they we then get for make they not take the law na their hand, but let them engage the relevant authorities then we then go able for take action rather than we begin to see then forms of violence there so where they happen at the different communities them. And also we they do this in line with the laws them where government put in place in terms of the measures them where one at the max up where government say everybody for use masks as you they go out na public places. So even as we they do this campaign we try for make some local face masks where na a customized one and as we then at the communities for raise awareness for sensitize we company youths them we go distribute then masks they also give them young man and the young woman they also because we know say not so everybody go able for afford them and a law for make everybody use them even as they go outside for go do in business. Of course we develop jingles them where they send out then messages them in terms of prevention and non-violence messages them as we defeat this coronavirus.
Right. When I don't work for young people and issue them for a very long time and looking at what's in the happen now, what's una fit say at the reason for the rise in violence?
Well, plenty reasons then where they spark up them violence there so na them communities there so. And one of the thing where we notice na this issue of the social media, that's now one because we get so many stories them, audios them, videos them where young people and they share na social media and then thing they are so now some of the thing them where they make young people and they go on the rampage way for then they go perpetrate violence na then communities them because of them messages they are so where then audios they are so as well as them videos they are so that they pass na then various communities them so young people and they take up on then messages then they go perpetrate violence na communities them also as we face this coronavirus this not a political issue wherein politicians then go dey na the corner as instigators or inciters them for go incite young people them for make them go perpetrate violence na them various communities them. This fetia so we depend involve everybody. We all for come together for join on for help government for fight this sickness here so. So as young people, we dey encourage we all, dear, for make we be patient in wetin we dey do. If anything wrong wey we not pleased with, let we engage in constructive dialogue. Let we meet with authorities them and discuss the way forward, rather than we dey take the law na we hand for go out, for go perpetrate, go spoil properties them. Wey at the end of the day now we self they lost we life back, and then processes then dey. And also we dey appeal to the government, even as we dey fight this coronavirus, make them take young people them issues very serious and make young people them dey at the center of this fight. So for instance, then get a social mobilization pillar, then get other engagements the way they do, make them ensure say young people then be actively involved. Because as we see now, the rate of unemployment is high because schools they're not there in progress, some businesses they don't close, jobs they're not there for young people them. So virtually then they idle. So if government can engage the young people and then at them communities them, even as we fight this coronavirus, I believe say it go do well.
Now the engagement make mention of certain things that they don't happen, unemployment, the influence of social media and other things. This one engagement a one-off or a two plan for continue for do?
Well, not a one-off engagement because like I say na a campaign where we dey run. So we first of all target the communities them where we don't notice then violence there so where we don't see say yes violence then don't they happen and then communities then they, and also we go take them down to the region and the various districts them. For now USA will they operate for make we also engage young people in then various communities then they.
And during the process now they work out with master savvy people then, for example people from government, or now they go and engage the local stakeholder them and give them the necessary message on our.
Well, waiting we they do for now, we now go engage stakeholders they eat. We just develop with jingle, we get with IC materials them, and we get with PA system where they go about 10 communities then they for talk to young people them na the marketplaces them, na the ghettos them, the attire base, the Okada park them, for make we able for encourage them and tell them but this sickness here so, and way how them for able for abide to the rules and regulations them where governments they put in place. After that, we will see how best to go able for engage with authorities them back and other stakeholders them na the communities them with regards to we campaign where they run.
Abigail Stevens, Executive Director for Center for Coordination of Young Activists, been dey talk to Alex Lawrence Kuroma inside that interview day. But one non-violence campaign where they do not tumble in different area them, also then they talk to young people them for stay away from the plenty violence where don't they happen at the country. The program where they listen to and make the show where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And me only bring come this edition, me only na you know Kabia. And inside the program I get with me Mohamed A. Kamara, we are the CEO and co-founder for Light Salone Innovation. We can talk about one and washing system where the organization don't create. And Mohamed, now we come to the sales because right now we get different organizations and institutions and they right now we don't make them different hand washing system for them let them self help government for fight this coronavirus. So now we talk about tonight on the sales, how in London select because the market right now.
Yeah, so we just see competition in the market we're very very high. We get big players like Salone really ever they produce robbers. We get already people that they do robbers we like Milan that now the young areas of production and so because of that they only dominate the market. But however we make we as a small innovation company compared to the church, we introduce flexible payment systems and produce systems at a very cheaper cost. We are 10 times cheaper than any other possible they do hand wash system using a foot operated version. So we own version cheap and any possible we get them and we payment like now 50% and later pay back after some time we don't use the product. So
if somebody don't use a product, so you tell them for can pay back. The people then don't they can pay.
Yeah, exactly. We get people that they pay. Like people that they pay for start and pay back because we find out the people are already at this moment very hit by the economic situation right now. So we care more not about the money making, it's about how people serve for society, Mama Salone, how we back contribute and help government for the fight. So that they make we systems there, we need to make expensive. We don't have money, we don't have profit. For our money, not to now. We now want help for fight COVID-19. life come back to normal. Every business will be before come to normal operation.
So una not dey produce rubber. So the rubber wey una dey use for where they go along with this una product, how una dey get am?
So we buy them from the market. We already get in partnership with another sister organization we call the William Bucket. We name my sister. They do and they gas empowered. We try to get partnership with them. So we already use them products right now for come along with to set up.
Then they produce rubber.
Exactly. So they use their systems and adopt along with what we get and work with them directly instead of we import. Everything is locally built. Everything I have arranged.
So the scrap metal una can get, how una can get them? Then can sell and give una can go no more.
We can get some they buy from the shops. We get some the way we can just get you guys from the scrap there and buy them from them. And so we can just cow them. But at the end of the order recycler, you will be able to say this is not from scrap. This is well decorated and well designed because they are very good in packaging, very good in branding.
So we dey look for quality. Una get a specific. When we talk about the scrap metal, una they use a specific metal. Una go say this now we want or any kind of scrap metal, and can just come out and to una. Then una go transform and to it una want.
You know, like we get specific versions.
So
like let's say 1/4 hollow 1/4 pipe. We like the hollow pipes them. We they go in for. We go for them stem today. To make a remind the listeners, we already get an authentication, like a letter of recommendation from Ministry of Trade and Industry, giving recommendations. Say we systems they're very standard. The systems are really one of its kind because we get recommendation from a whole ministry about what we do. Make we stand out for be like one of the best contributors in the fight against COVID-19. We already get people that really do the rubbers. Okay, we get people that do the scrap, but then you never really know because designs are very unique. And as well, government the industry. Get endorsements from Ministry of Trade and Industry and Local Content Agency. Of course, during we launching, Local Content Director General, now he actually launched this product to the public during the day we do the launching. So people already know, say, it's from government's point of view, don't launch the products and they're ready for support with vision for F25.
Okay, Mohammed A. Kamara, continue for the week. We will come back. We can take some of the text messages. Then we listen as they don't send the program where they listen to. Now, media show they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And me they bring come this edition. Me name na Kabia. Well, we continue with the program. The President, Dr. Julius Maada Bio, assure say, he go work with civil society organization leader them for give strength to the country in peace, democracy, and good governance. President Bio talk this inside one meeting where in all status for with different civil society them. We reporter Mohammed Sharif gets more and go now report.
For make any country go able practice proper democracy, civil society and the media gets a big role for play. We make His Excellency President Dr. Julius Maada Bio decide for engage civil society organization leader them all about the country. And this meeting where President Bio been hold with civil society leader them now for tell them about how in government don't they fight the coronavirus, promote good governance and serve the country in peace and democracy. Dr. Mohammed Jule Jalon, the Vice President, we say we so don't serve as civil society, been talk about how government bring the civil society leader them together.
The methodology of selection is rather a mix of top-down and bottom-top approach. We did some consultation with certain civil society organizations because there's a widespread, and then we came up with some few institutions that we consulted, and then also institutions, civil society organizations gave names. I'm confident that what we are seeing here today is a galaxy of a fair representation of civil society in this country.
We in a talk, the President, Dr. Julius Maada Bio, say in government ready for work with the civil society them. Na Salone.
And every voice makes our democracy stronger and better. I want to thank members of the civil society for their diverse support to government's response to COVID-19. Government wants a stronger relationship with civil society, a relationship that is not one of mistrust and suspicion, not one of fear and dread, not one that is adversarial, but a partnership that is built on mutual trust and cooperation, one that is based on a shared aspiration determination to ensure that the right things are done at the right time, for the right reason, and with the right impact for our peace and development as a nation.
Ikeyon say if civil society them do their work proper one, that is a good develop Salone.
Civil society, we believe, should be involved in setting agenda, planning, implementation, monitoring, reviewing, and giving feedback. More accountability in governance is always better for our democracy. We also believe that civil society will help us test the whys of our key policies and commitments, as well as provide us feedback in structured and predictable loops. This will make it easier for civil society to test and support our commitment and policies.
President Bio Keyon say in government they investigate the different violence them will happen this BNTM for make it say that's not go happen again at the country.
We thank civil society for condemning outrightly violence and taking strong views that violence is inimical to peace and stability and the development of this country. We want to work with civil society to identify and resolve those structural imbalances and triggers, because we take the view of civil society seriously and we want to close the feedback loop. I've asked the Honorable Vice President, who has a rich background and great depth of knowledge of civil society space, to serve as a focal person, and I hope he will serve very well in that particular position.
But waiting as somebody thinks them will come out na this meeting.
Marcela Samba say, now then triggers of conflict and the structural issues them, it don't affect the society over time. Issues around looking at how we coexist together, issues around how we able to bridge the gap. Issues around the decentralization process and how to make it effective, the issues around the constitutional review process, accountability around COVID-19, how we go use this opportunity for COVID-19 for build the society. There were a lot of issues will come out.
This make after this meeting have been asked some by the civil society leader them, but the meeting with the president.
My name is Haja Maribob Kande, president for the Market Women Association. I think say he won't bring the gap between the civil society and more like women, because COVID-19 it affects women more and picking. So if the president could put in the meeting also, we would tell the thing the way they know for let's take into consideration.
I'm Dr. Fatutaki. I think it's a very good initiative where government can now forget conversation on civil society. It's very good.
I'm Charles Lai. I think this engagement very useful, especially in fostering peace and national cohesion.
Mina Andrew Lavali, Mina the director for the Institute for Governance Reform. It really means inclusiveness. I think this is a very, very powerful platform where it can just lead to transformation. But I think this it has been really missing in Salone. What we don't see, we don't break the ice. So this really is kind of citizens their own parliament again.
But how big civil society organization them don't they support government and the small organization them for fight COVID-19 at the country?
Job Pemagbi, country officer Osiwa. And we as a foundation, we don't support the COVID-19 response by providing grants to different institutions. Carl Nawan, Center for Accountability and Rule of Law, will monitor resources, how they manage the resources, but also human rights issues. Second one, Fixed Solutions, where they provide some support to the 117 system through them professional services and equipment. The third one, Playhouse Foundation, we get for do some work in Kono district along the border towns with Guinea, as well as the areas where they go very close to Kailaung, since everybody they report cases now. And the fourth big one where I go on for talk about we support the COVID-19 response through a 30-bed treatment facility in Bo. We hope for roll down there out in the next 2 weeks. We're just excited that governments they engage with civil society because we are all in this business together. We're not supposed to be government versus citizens or government versus civil society. So that constructive dialogue is extremely important for democracy. Make we listen to each other. Make we try to understand who side each group they come from. That way they will be able to move this country go before.
The civil society leader them we been talk to Ready Democracy say this meeting a part of President Bio in promise them for bring different stakeholders them together for be part of in government. We make them end up assure the public and the president say they go support things them. We go benefit the citizen and develop the country. For the Society for Ready Democracy, Mohammed Sharif, the report.
Well, plenty thank you to Mohammed Sharif for that report we put together for we inside president to be able to engage with civil society them on how to develop the country. The program we listen to and made the show they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And me they bring come this edition, me onim na yeno kabiam. We're now at time for log on the inbox and bring some of the messages they wanna don't send. This one they say Mohammed, they say this is a nice initiative una do. They say but una for make a more reasonable if una put the money can down and also more people then go afford them. This one they come out from Fatmata. And this other one they say una really need for work with Dr. Senge for making go help una because una work na young people they una they deal with and they need for come as government for help una because una na we young. And this other one they say this nice one they do. But how me go able forget them if I want them? And this one they say me na woman and me na an innovator. Also I go meet una for let me save help una for make them see ya. And this one they say plenty thank you to una for anything they una do. But una really need for make her more so that you go standard and go able for compete the market like the other people the way they make them different in them back for help government by the fight against the COVID-19. And this one is saying now una kind governments for employ for CC they able for buy them thing they are now and instead of them go back with to the other people in there. And the final one they read now say if I want get to contact I go able for contact una because myself one buy and I want be part of this innovation way una don't do. Well, Mohammed and some of the text messages then that's where come inside the program you go respond to them.
Yeah, thank you very much, listeners. I appreciate this a lot. For the fact that Ghanaians are able to appreciate the product and see like there is value in what we really do, we appreciate that a lot. Because we effort into the always thing for serve humanity, for serve with fellow Ghanaians and make sure say we self contribute in the fight against COVID-19. Light Salone as an innovation hub appreciate the effort of everybody out there. Of course, we did a good collaboration with Dr. Senge. We just hope that the relationship will continue and we continue to work with them, the STI, and see how we continue to build and bring innovations to life and bring them out to societies. So we open to people who are willing to join Light Salone Innovation. Can we space, can we work together, and can we make Mama Salone proud and bringing innovations together. So at the give out we contact the people out there, possibly out there we know say they go need for buy Willy Tap and do donations to communities. Or maybe you know you also want to use Willy Tap. You also able to use Willy Tap and save the community. Of course, people that watch on Facebook they see say we do a live demo of how this year they work. We are giving number out and are open to organizations and collaboration among people. Somebody they out there where they work with organizations, we want to do donations. Please, I recommend buy Light Salone Lily Tap, they see them and use them. I promise you, never ever get your own fashion any other side away from we. So my number now 079 511 366 079 511 366. You can call it, WhatsApp and text, so I can able to respond to most of our problems.
So somebody they say also on a day.
So we office stay 44 Battle Street and the same office we mark we didn't have the second floor. So I can come there and we'll discuss business. We open to organizations we want buy and do donation. Come and let's talk business. Come let us save.
So now that office on can do all this on innovation.
Yes, the office and they will do innovations there and they will do productions there. Yeah.
So as we round up now the program, what will be your message to family out there?
I'm very happy first of all for Radio Democracy for do this promotion and hosting for us. I appreciate the radio station a lot for this. So my family out there for the fact that I believe in innovation, for the fact that I believe in local content and say we get the solution for fight against COVID-19. That make we don't think outside the box, we don't bring these innovative ideas to life. When I come out in numbers, when I connect to organizations we want to do donation, when I connect to people we ready for work with we, and let us see how people bring and introduce really tap to the communities there. So please, we open up as anytime. You can call, WhatsApp and text on 079 511 366. As anytime I can respond to messages and respond better and see we open up to more organizations there.
So side the address again.
So we address now 44 Battle Street, the same office with Benny Mix we didn't have the other floor, the same floor Musa Slicker there as well. So you can come there and we'll discuss business. Nobody on, you can call, WhatsApp and text so we can discuss more on how we can collaborate.
So before I left, waiting at the Lily Tap, what's one for the Lily Tap?
So Lily Tap, we call her Lily Tap for the fact that the name behind Lily Tap, it means lively life. So one type was how we innovation, we products they go in line with each and every product. Like when Steve Joe, when it's one of the posts where I actually they follow his story, when somebody inspired me. One post will inspire me throughout what I did so. So his products were launched in series. He did Apple 1, Apple 2, Apple 3, whatever series. Those were the series we do and through. So I need to try to copy the same thing, but I feel like we product will still go in line with series like Lily Antenna, Lily Tap, Lily Well Body Wash Bucket, all those brands. But like it be like they call this product this way. But let that be a brand that you follow throughout your journey.
Okay, we see other people where they can sell the hand wash here. We see they can get tissue, hand sanitizer, soap, and all that. They can get full package. So this one a Lily Tap and that sensors, but get this full package.
Exactly, we all get full package. You get the automatic fashion where you know and no touch. You just you put your hand soap come on, you wash your hand, go water come on, you wash your hand. And the other way,
dry hand the bag.
Exactly, so they're all so nice. And all those two use now yeah will make and so make we one of the best solutions fighters in the fight against COVID-19.
The Lily Tap bag gets all the package.
Exactly, they all get the package.
Okay, plenty thank you. We join me inside the program. Mohamed A. Kamara, we are the CEO and co-founder for Light Salone Innovation. We can talk about the hand washing system where the organization don't do. Plenty thank you. Join me. We'll get time. We're going to invite you more and talk about you. Una product una don't they make. When I had the program midday show for today, Thursday, May 21, 2020, go left you. Plenty thank you to my producer Alex Lawrence Kroma and executive producer Michael Sambola. And thank you to the technical team, Franklin for we make them see we live now Facebook page and Seth DJ Sugarcane for in technical support. And me bring come this edition of the program. My name na Kabia. They say continue for listening to Radio Democracy, and once you handle all the preventive measures them where governments don't put for make we protect ourselves from the coronavirus within our country. Tata.